Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Chelle, otherwise known as Dr. Test Prep. And now we are looking at Unit 2, Lesson 2. So in Khan Academy, the Unit 2 Algebra Foundations and the Lesson 2 Linear Equation Word Problems. Now this, especially with the basic examples, you really aren't going to be using the graphing calculator too much. I do have it up just in case, but I will teach you how to do these styles of problems. Let's take a look at how this works. Jamie's age is 7 years less than. So this is where they're trying to trick you. Because of this term less than, basically, if we think of what is 5, I'm making numbers up, less than 10. Well, if we put in 5 minus 10, we get -5. That doesn't make sense. If you have $10 and I have 5 less than how much money you have, I just have $5, right? So really, this is saying 10 minus 5 to get the 5. So here in this problem where it says Jamie's age is 7 less than twice Chris's age, what that means is Chris comes first, and I'm going to put twice Chris. Less than is still subtract, and then we have 7. So if it says if Chris is X years old, how old is Jamie? Well, Chris is X years old. So instead of me writing Chris, I'm going to write the letter X. And twice means multiply. So I've got 2X minus 7. So choice B. Let's take a look at another one. And this one we'll use the calculator a little bit. It says the sum of 2 consecutive integers is 27. So we're basically going to add a number, then we're going to add the number next to it, and it has to equal 27. But there's something special about those numbers. They have to be consecutive. So what does consecutive mean? 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are consecutive numbers. 3 comes first and then comes 4. 3 and 10 is not consecutive because we're missing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, and integers are numbers that are positive or negative. They're whole numbers, so like no decimals. So first of all, I have to think, are any of these answer choices not consecutive? Because I need to have consecutive. Well, 10, 11, those are consecutive. So it could be this one. 11 to 16, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it can't be letter B. 12 and 15, well, I have 12, 13, 14, 15. So these aren't consecutive. And then I have 13, 14. Those are. So now I'm knowing it's either going to be 10 and 11 or 13 and 14. But when I add them up, sum means add. So most of us can do 10 and 11 in our head. I'm going to do 10 plus 11, 21. 13 plus 14 is 27. So this is the correct answer. Notice how 11 plus 16 is also equal to 27, but they're not consecutive. So that's why they don't count. Now, if you were going to do this officially, the algebraic way to do this would be the first number would be X. The second number would be X plus 1. Because I just add, how do I get from 3 to 4? I add 1. How do I get from 10 to 11? I add 1. And that equals 27. So if you're going to do this a longer way, you would just write that formula and then type it in. And then it gives you the answer. I'll scroll out. We can see that X equals 13. And how do I get this one? 13 plus 1 is 14. So if it wasn't multiple choice, you would have to do it that way. X is my first number, and then the integers. If they say like consecutive odd, which I think is in the harder questions, we would add 2. And same thing for even. Instead of adding 1, we would add 2. All right, a car rental company charges $20 per day plus. Look at how nice they are. $20 for a day, and they literally say the word plus. 25 cents. And then a mile. If X is the number of miles, look at how I just do this. I just put X over miles. And then it says if X is the number of miles, what expression says total cost in dollars and basically in a day. So we don't have to put the X, even though they're tricking you by using the word per next to the word day. That's not a variable. We know it's 1 day. So we don't need to put a variable next to the 20. So that's our answer right there. We have 20 plus 0.25x. Now, if you know the associative property, we can change the order and see that it's letter A. If you didn't know the associative property and knew that you could switch it, you would just type in the equation that how you have it. That's what the graph looks like. And then you would type in each answer choice. And look at that. It's the same graph, so it's letter A that way. So if you sometimes miss, like, if I rearrange this, is it going to be okay? Will it work? Just write it in the unorganized way. And the Desmos calculator, when it's set on College Board, knows how to shift it around for you to give you the correct answer. All right, this is Dr. Chelle with Dr. Test Prep. We are going through lesson 2 for the easier questions on page 22 of my book. So lesson 2, unit 2, lesson 2 in Khan Academy, the videos, and my book, which happens to be on page 22. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.